Hey Heal Squad, welcome back to another video. I did a video, I think it was last month, about red flags that Megan Thee Stallion may have missed while she was dating Klay Thompson. But something I said in the video was I really believe that Megan Thee Stallion's career is taking off and that there are giants in the entertainment arena that she can still work with. And one of the Heal Squad members reported back and gave me an update and said our girl has a song with I think his name is Andre, let me not mispronounce it. I know I'm going to butcher his last name, Bocelli. I know we got some Italians here. Put it in there how I'm supposed to pronounce it. But he is a giant as it relates to opera. I love him so much. I'm an opera fan. Like growing up, that's something that I used to want to do. But to see her with him, I listened to the song this morning. I almost could shed a tear because it just made my heart sing. I love when the girlies don't allow a relationship heartbreak to cause them to shrink back from life. This was an amazing opportunity for her, and I'm so proud of her. But I want to share the mistakes, right? There are some mistakes that I see women making after they have been betrayed. If you're new here, welcome to Heal the New Sexy. We discuss all things as it relates to healing, self-love, and relationship. My name is Cynthia. I'm a licensed therapist and coach, and I want to talk about the mistakes that women make, that Meg, as it relates to her healing, that I'm watching her from afar because I don't know her. She is not making these mistakes, okay? Homegirl is giving us a masterclass on how you handle yourself after a man fumbles you, because he did fumble her, okay? All right. So number one, these women, and like Meg, the masterclass she's given is you don't internalize the cheating, okay? And what I mean by that is you don't go into the woe is me, what did I did wrong? How could I prevent him from cheating? No, he made a decision to be deceitful. He made a decision to cheat. He took the opportunity to cheat. There was a young lady I saw on TikTok sharing her experience with her child's father who cheated on her. And she said, when I asked him, like why he did this, he said, because I felt like because I paid all the bills, I could cheat. And also, I knew that the type of woman you were, that I couldn't just tell you up front that I wanted to cheat and I wanted to be with multiple women. So we have to understand that there are some men who are willing to cheat. They are. They're going to get with you. They're going to court you. They're going to pursue you. They're going to marry you. They're going to have a child with you. And they may still cheat. They may buy you the Bentley. They may pay all your bills. They may do all the cute things with you, and they may still cheat. Why? Because they are determined to do that. That has to do with their character, okay? They don't see anything wrong with being deceitful like that. I feel that's problematic, okay? But women, a mistake that some women make is that they internalize a man's cheating as a reflection of them. That there is something that they could have done in order to prevent it, and you can't. If that man wants to cheat, he will. He will. You can be the very best woman. You can do everything that he's asked you to. That man can appear to be your best friend and still make a decision to be deceitful. Still make a decision that he wants to pursue other relationships. Okay. So these women, like Megan, they don't internalize it. They understand that I'm that girl, he fumbled, and they're able to disconnect in the relationship and move forward. Another thing, right? Another mistake I see women make that Megan isn't, is that they don't compare themselves to the other woman. Megan knows who this woman is because she has evidence of this man cheating. But what we don't see is her comparing herself. Megan's light is still shining, if not shining brighter. But there are some women who I've worked with in the past who compare themselves to the other woman. They are looking on her Instagram, looking on her Facebook. They are becoming private eyes, you know what I'm saying? Inspector gadgets, because they're trying to figure out if there's something that she has that they don't. If you are that type of woman, let me tell you this. First of all, stop. Matter of fact, block her from all of your social media, because some of these women that the man is cheating on is really, I'm gonna tell y'all a real life story. Some of the men, these women that the men are cheating on you with, are actually paying attention to you. Okay. All right. I have a coach who was married for 21 years. I started listening to her in like 2015, 2016 on Periscope. Okay. And she wrote books and those type of things. And she was married at the time. And she talked about how she was teaching women how to be wives. And she was giving wives tips and things like that. It turned out that her husband at the time, now her ex-husband, was having multiple affairs, right? He was having a triple, quadruple life. And he was even sending the women to her for her coaching program. Do you understand me? Do you see the level of deception? She didn't then look at these women and was like, okay, why is it that, what was it about these women? No, it was him. It was him. And so it's so important that you don't compare yourself to another woman. What does she have that I don't have? Nothing. There's nothing that's different between her or you. And I would even encourage this. Don't ask that man what that woman has that you don't have. Because there's nothing that he's going to say. Anything that he says is going to make you feel terrible. And the truth may be is that he really wanted to cheat. I don't care if you weren't having sex enough with him. I don't care if he lost attraction with you, because the other decision and option he had was to leave the relationship. But he decided instead of leaving the relationship to cheat, because there's some value in the relationship. Now, I remember talking to someone and he was like, you know what, Cynthia, things are just not that black and white. No, people cheat, people can't leave their relationship because maybe there's children or the money or this, and this. Listen, cheating doesn't solve any of the issues that are in the relationship. It adds an additional layer of issue. Okay? So any justification or rationale that a person has, it ultimately doesn't solve whatever deficit or is missing or whatever they're saying is the issue in the relationship. Okay. So don't compare yourself to the other woman. Something else that I see that Megan is not doing is she is not going after the other woman. She could have blasted that woman. She could have said he cheated with this, like when people get upset, and I've seen it, they'll blast somebody on social media. My husband is sleeping with this person, blah, 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 blah. She didn't do it. And as a woman, I don't think you should go after the other woman. Where's the video? Let me tell you why. Okay? Because he probably lied to her as well. It's very rare for a man to go up to another woman and say, listen, I'm married. Okay? I'm married. All right? I don't want to leave my wife. I have no intent. I ain't going to leave her. Okay? Matter of fact, my life is good at home. But I want to smash. So what we going to do? There are men that are outside without a wedding ring on. They move as if they're not married. They move as if he spent the night over at her house. She had no way of knowing he was married. He done told his wife he going on a work trip. Meanwhile, he over at staying at her house, or they've gone on a trip together. A few years ago, there was on TikTok, there was a lady who husband was having an affair, and she addressed them at the airport, at the Atlanta airport. That's where she met them. And she's like, ma'am, did you know he was married? The woman's like, no, like, okay. So, and then also there may be some things that sometimes what I've also seen is I have seen men uncover their wives in front of the woman that they are having an affair with. They will share some very personal details about their wife to that woman. And, they may bring the woman to the house. They may say, my woman don't cook. She don't clean. She don't do this like you do. They will take pictures of the wife and send it to the mistress and make fun of her. So that's why I feel like you shouldn't go after that woman. That's why. Only to protect yourself, because especially if you've just learned about it, you may not be in the mental space or capacity to deal with the things that you may hear about yourself, because he's playing both sides of the fence. Okay. The other thing the other mistake I don't see these women making is that they take their time to heal, but not forever. I love that Meg is out. I love that she was at the Tony Awards and she was performing with Pink. I love that she has this song. I love that she is still doing those things. These are very great opportunities for her, and she's not shying away from them because she's going through a breakup and heartbreak. Okay. Healing there's a saying, time heals all wounds, which is furthest from the truth, because you can heal incorrectly. Okay. Intention is what heals the wound. And many times people are intentional as it relates to their healing. They just take a whole lot of time. They'll become a hermit. You're not dating. You don't want to interact with men. And then one day you're like, oh, okay, I'll try it again. And then you're like, oh my gosh, why am I triggered? Why is this bothering me? Why don't I trust him? Because you didn't heal intentionally. You just allowed there to be time and space. Any wound that you have, after time, you'll stop feeling the pain, but it doesn't mean that you healed correctly, okay? And so many women will just take time. I'm not going to date. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to get 900 degrees. I'm going to open 300 businesses. I'm going to raise my kids. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do all of this. But you are emotionally processing the pain, the betrayal, the deceit that happened. And if you have children together, you still are trying to co-parent with the person who really stabbed you in the, blew up your life, okay? So you need to, in my opinion, take time to heal, but don't take forever. Don't allow a man to take 10 years of your life. You decide not to date for 10 years or to engage in a relationship for 10 years because you are healing. No, become intentional. Get a therapist, get a coach, read the books, listen to the podcast, scream. Okay, if you have to, write letters, journal, do what you need to do in order to heal correctly. All right. Another thing that these women that are healing well, I'm going to say, are doing, and a mistake they're not making, is that they're staying active. They are maintaining their relationships with their family and their friends. They're not hiding from life. They are still going and doing great things, because this is the thing that many of us haven't been taught. You could be winning in one area and floundering in another. And one thing I see with Meg right now is she is winning as it relates to her career. She is, and she can have it all. If you are a woman who, I did a video about, I don't know if I titled it High Achieving Women. Anyway, I'll put it up here. Need to date differently. And there are women, and you may be one of them, that are doing extremely well in your career. And you're asking yourself, Cynthia, can I have it all? And you absolutely can. Many of us, especially Black women, are kind of taught, we are taught not to get too high because they're not going to be a partner up there for us. But I want you really to go after what it is that you want in your life. Stay active. You may be winning in your career. You may be winning in your social life. You're winning in your health. And there may be some support that you need in your romantic life, and that is okay. But eventually you may be winning your romantic life, but your social life may take a dwindle, or you may have something as it relates to your health. That's just life. But you can win in every area of your life, okay? So I hope this helped. If you are a woman and you're like, Cynthia, I just learned that I've been cheated on and I need some support, click the link down below, because I want to help you to heal. I want to help you to thrive during this time. I want to help you to get over the betrayal. This is Heal the Sexy. My name is Cynthia.